Hello everybody, it's Kelly, and I have something special that I'm going to be doing for the Christmas season. I am going to be videoing at least part of my December daily, or in my case, holiday daily creation process. If you've missed my prep video, that is it's in my YouTube channel, as well under a playlist that says December Daily. Now, full disclosure here, my December daily is actually a holiday daily. I usually start it on Thanksgiving and I go through the new year. So that is my plan this year as well. We'll see what happens. I don't have holiday memories or Christmas memories every day, but it almost turns into like a gratitude journal for me as well. This will be the 10th year that I do this. As I said in my prep video, I love this project as much this year as I did my very first year. So this is what I'm going to be using. This is the Simple Stories binder that they put out for holidays. And I grabbed my 2015 one. You can see this is just a regular Simple Stories binder. This is a bigger book, so there's definitely much more room here, maybe about another third. And I often run out of room. You can see how full this is. I've used these for the last 4 years, and I'm going to switch to this now. The reason I brought this out is I have an idea, and I think I'm going to need to work on this flat. So let me show you this is what my prep looks like here, or my all my embellishments. These are my embellishments. My papers are in folders. Go back and look at the prep video if you want to see that. I'm going to grab these sequins because I might use some of these now that I see them. And then this is just a card that I got when I bought some Elle's Studio. It says November 2016 on it, and then it says, "So very thankful for you." So I want to probably use this in my Thanksgiving spread, so I'm going to just leave this on the top of this. So the idea that I have, the other thing I want to tell you before I get started is I actually am not going to stop putting up regular process videos. Right now, I have process videos done to put up every Tuesday, Thursday, which is my normal schedule, actually through the first week in January, it's through the first week in January right now, maybe even a little bit further. So you're going to continue to see regular process videos from me, as well as my holiday daily. The difference is my holiday daily is going to be filmed real time. I'm not going to do a lot of editing, or you will never see these, or it's going to take a lot longer to see them. So I also tend to do more than one day at a time. I have a crazy work schedule in the beginning of the week, which doesn't really allow me to do the video processing or do my December daily. So anyway, my idea, I saw this and it's in my Pinterest board. I'll try to remember to link that. If nothing else, go to the December prep. My Pinterest board and my Flickr boards are there, and for the December daily process for both of those. All right. So I have this tree button that I've had for years, and I saw this idea on Pinterest where they ran buttons up this side of this here, and I have enamel dots. I have buttons from last year here as well, and I have some flair too. So I'm thinking that this is what I want to do this year. I love this word joy. It's really important to me this year because it is my one little word this year. Oh, and that button came off here, so I'm going to grab that there just so it doesn't stick. And I love that it matches kind of the green here. I think it would be fun to have those somehow like that, I think. So anyway, it's important to me. The word joy is important to me, so I think I really want that to appear on this since I happen to have that flare. Now, I'm laughing because if you look, last year I did use buttons on here as well, but that's a-okay. They're just used a little bit differently. And I just remembered that I have other buttons in here too. So I'm going to do a quick look through here and see if there's anything that I might want to use. These are cute, but I think they fight the red too much. Now here's one that says Winter Wishes. And that's kind of cute. I like that. I think I might do that. Oh, here's a Santa button. I'm not going to use this Let It Snow button. I kind of like that to stay away for a while. These are pieces from Recollections a couple of years ago, so it'll be nice to get them used up. And what I want to do here is a mix, I think, of regular buttons and these wood buttons like this. So what else do I have here? There's a lot of green on this, so I'm not sure if I want a lot more green. I'm also thinking the Santa button might be kind of big for considering how big these other pieces are, so I'm going to take that off. And, okay, so a lot of green and Santa there. Maybe that guy there. There's another button here that says Joy, but I think I'll save that for the inside. These are the Chamel buttons from last year. Okay. So we have that. Let's see, there's one that says Merry Christmas here, which is kind of nice. And I like this little red one here. Let's see, there's a wreath. I think I'm going to leave this the way it is right now. The sequins might not make it on there, but we'll see. And I think Noel and Santa can go back as well. Okay, so then let's look and see. This is how I store my buttons. What I have to use from my regular button collection. These are cute, and I did think of these when I started laying this out. That I think is okay. I was a little concerned that that might be too much, but actually I kind of like that way that looks. And I'm trying to get this in so that there's sort of a mix of different shapes and finishes and that along this. Oh, here's a nice, another green one. And that could probably look really good right there. I like how that looks. I might like something green right there, but let's... I have another tiny little green one, so that would be kind of a nice sort of finish up here. Okay, so it looks like I really only need two more really tiny buttons here. You can hear my little button box going. I'm not sure that I would like that green see-through button. Maybe I have a lot of red buttons. And I will tell you, I am absolutely loving the dimension on this right now. Now what I could do is I could just put a button on here and be done. I like that red better. But I'm searching for tiny. We'll see if I have any. This is probably not the most exciting part of a video to watch, but this is the process. So it's Thanksgiving Day here in the United States. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you who celebrate Thanksgiving. That's kind of cute. Let's see. Do we want to move this up maybe and use that? Yeah, it does fight, just like I thought it did. But here's a red sparkly button, but you can see through it, and I don't love that. I don't want you to see through it. Okay, I think I just need to okay, I think that's good right there, just like that. And this is as easy as this process is. Just, you know, kind of, I'm looking for color and the way things go together here, and texture. I'm thinking I might trade these two. Let's see, yeah, I like that a little bit better because this red and red were together, and I think I like that being separated. Now, I need to get my title on here because I usually just write, somewhere on here I'll write holiday, or write, I'll put, I haven't ever written it, but I'll put Holiday Daily 2016 on here. And my thought originally, and I'm dropping buttons, hold on. Okay, so my thought originally was that I would put some sort of doily, and I have red and white. Let me grab those. Some sort of doily here, but that's too small. And my red are the same size. And I don't like the red with the red on that cover. So, and I'll put that back so you can see why. This is very blue. This is almost orangey, so I just don't like those two things together. I haven't put that doily, I'm going to glue these down in a second with glue dots, but I want to wait until I'm sure I like this. So I have another thought here. I do have these doilies, and I often end up using a doily. And if you don't like packaging, this is the wrong kind of video for you to be watching, sorry. That's okay. Not completely in love with it though. It's not big enough, and that's a 5.5-inch Recollections doily, just so you know where that's coming from. I have more. Let's see. This is a 6.5-inch one. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. I think I like that better. I like the way that fills the space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gluing the buttons, I think from the top and just the top and bottom ones here, and I'm just using glue dots here. That's too big. I just have a variety of sizes. In this case, I need my smaller ones because it is smaller. So I love these things. I use them a lot. Oops. At least I have don't have pajamas on and freshly washed hair today. So what I usually do is I just stick the button right to the page here. And so what I'm going to try to do, I think, is I'm going to be a little bit aware of this. If I have openings, I'm going to get it so that it's running vertically as well. And I'm going to place them half on the chipboard here and half on the actual piece. So I want them running vertically because the line's running vertically. Now, I don't care that my buttons are not threaded. I know some of you do. So if that's your thing, if you like your buttons threaded, thread them. I think for me, I don't need them threaded personally. And I also think that they're a little, it'll be a little bit distracting, I guess. Okay, so I think that's as far as I'm going to go with this line up, just because I'm kind of planning it. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to cut this doily and put it underneath that line of buttons. So let's get all these other buttons on. And I'm going back and forth because I do have lots of different sizes. I think I have the tiny, really mini ones, and I have 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch and 1/4 inch. If you've seen my videos, you know I do use these a lot. And that one didn't stay flat. So we're going to put that one on. Okay, and again, just thinking about how this is with the openings. And you know, I can a little bit see the glue behind there, but that doesn't bother me that much. I try not to be a crazy perfectionist about scrapbooking. This is supposed to be fun. Okay, so that's on there now. I'm just kind of looking again. If I want that out there, I can get my joy button on there. And I'm going to take that off. And this is sticky, but the glue dots seem to hold. And I do, like I said, I had that one from last year, and it's holding just great. So we're going to do that. Okay. So let's see, how much further can I think I can get, oh no, probably not. So now what I'm going to do is I want to cut this, and I want to cut it straight. So I'm going to take this over to my paper trimmer. And hope that worked to my satisfaction. Oops, my Merry Christmas has stuck there a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to kind of push these over here. Just, I think this is how they went. Yes, it is, because I remember separating those two. Okay. Oh! And I have like 2 layers here. So, and they are stuck together. I actually stuck them together for something else. So we're going to leave them stuck together. What I probably will do is come back in just a minute with my Scotch Quick Dry here. All right, so I said I wasn't going to glue these down, and I did, and now I've got a little bit of a problem here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ATG here, just run it down the center of the doily there, and then I can come back probably after I'm done doing this so that you don't have to watch me do it, but I'll come back with my Scotch Quick Dry and adhere some of those down. Okay, so I adhered this button down, and and I got my cover there just a little bit. So don't do what I did. If you're going to do this technique, get it all down. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to put this next one down so it's pretty anchored here. This isn't so high. This piece of foam isn't too high, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll just take this off because I think it is, you know, it's too high, but that actually is coming under the level of that button. So I think I'm good with that, but I'm still going to stick the glue dots on this. Okay, and as I'm doing this now, it'll secure this even more. And before I get too far, I'm going to poke that under that joy and be really careful. Okay, so now that's down. Yay. Okay. This won't take too long. I think the hardest part about this whole thing was just deciding what to use. And you saw me do it. It wasn't that hard. I'm using a lot of my large glue dots here. I think you're seeing a lot of me in the camera today. That helped. That's part of the thing. Okay. These are not being sticky. Sometimes I'll take these off with my my little tweezers and just lay the glue dot on. You know, I want this one on, it's a big piece, so I want it really glued down here. I think one more towards the top. Okay, good. That's all done. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick check and make sure that now that I have all these down, that they're still fitting okay. And I have a piece of hair that wants to travel. Nice, huh? This is real time, folks. Okay, I might need to go just a little bit bigger with that button right there. Let's see if I can find one. This is one of those see-through ones again that I don't really love. Okay, there we go. That fits just a little bit better. So keep your buttons handy because, you know, I was just sort of laying them out, and now that they're actually going on, I didn't plan quite as well as I thought I did. And my glue dots are being sassy with some of these buttons. So one of the other things that I didn't show you in my prep video is I do have my, I do have lots of extra inserts because I think they come with about 10 inserts in them. And one of the things that these don't come with any longer is the 4x4 photo inserts, and I really like using that. I take a lot of 4x4 photos or square photos, so I'm going to, I'll supplement with that, and I'll have to supplement anyway. Okay, good. And I get, this is a plaid button here, so I just made sure that it was going vertical and horizontal and not a little cockeyed, as they say. Okay. I'm so glad I did this. I love this. Love, love, love it. Yeah, again, folks, real time, so you get to hear me while I'm really talking and a little crazy. Okay, and I'm very glad I did this. That's a little hint for all of you. If you're doing your cover and it's bouncing on you, just pop another, if you have another Simple Stories binder or another binder under it. Okay, so again, this is a 6.5-inch doily. Now, what I thought I was going to do was use these letters, because these are a couple years old. They're Elf. They're probably, I don't know if it says how old they are. Here, let me check and see. I think they're at least 2 years old. Oh, they're much older than that. They're 2011. But I didn't buy them in 2011. I think I bought them the next year, or maybe even the year after that. So they're probably 3 years old at least. And I was thinking about writing holiday with this, but I don't think I like the way the letters look with this stripe on this cover. Yeah, not at all. If the cover was plain red, I would definitely go for it, but I don't like that. I don't care for it personally. I think they fight each other. So what I'm going to do now is look through my other letters and see what I have. And these are things that I've put aside to use with this project. I like this alphabet, but I don't think I have enough letters to make the word holiday. And it's interesting because I think I'm missing, oh no, I'm not missing a sheet. I'm just through most of these letters. So let's see, I can't write 2016 because that's taken up already with that. These I like, but I don't think they're weighted enough. So I might need to use these journal thickers here, which are thinner letter. The other thing I could do is use these, but I think I want to use the green for daily or 2016. Let's see what we have here. Can I do daily? D-A. There's an L and a Y, but there's no I, but that's simple. I can just take one of those F's and cut off of that. So I can do daily, and I like that because it'll bring the green in. So maybe I'll kind of pop that on here right now. And then maybe what I do is do the 2016 in the journal thickers again. Oh, and these are interesting because, let's see, what's this alphabet? I always keep my my thicker package name. So this is Nikki Ricky in Cricut is the name, but they're not they're kind of funny and whimsical because they're not all the same height. So I'm going to take my F here, and that's not very wide. I'm just going to look and see. I have, let's see, K, the B. I want to see if there's any wider letters that I could make an I out of. And not really. Although this R is not, oh, that just keeps getting bigger though. I don't like that. Okay. Although I could cut it down, couldn't I? All right, let's sacrifice an R here. I was going to try not to MacGyver letters on the cover of this, but it happens sometimes. And I'm just going to cut this point off here so it doesn't look so goofy. These things are stuck down, and I'm kind of going at this now. What I should be doing here is I should be doing this on my wax paper. I can't think and talk at the same time. I should be really good at that. I'm a massage therapist. I think and talk all the time, but apparently not today. So then let's spell out the word holiday, which actually I kind of like this. This is a longer word here. So it'll be good in these journal thickers because they're really skinny. And there's a lot of these letters. So you can see that's going to fit in there really nicely. It'll be just a little bit longer than the daily. And I think I'm really going to like it if I do the 2016 in these red letters as well. So let's see. I think I'm going to need to move that daily over just a little bit, but we'll work on that in a minute. Let's get the 2016 on there. Okay. Oh, the good thing is I have 2 sets of these, and my second set still has a 2 in it. So 2. I use a lot of these letters, or a lot of thickers in my regular, well, not my regular scrapbooking, but for the numbers in my daily book. Although this year I might do some stamping. Okay, love it. Now, definitely want this coming over a little bit. I like the spacing at the top and bottom. So I'm just going to start putting that on. And again, I need to stand over the top of this, so you're seeing a lot of part of me today, but that sometimes happens. Fortunately, I'm dressed to go to a Thanksgiving dinner, so that, you know, I'm not looking kind of crazy and in my robe or pajamas, which I often am. I think I'm still going to move this over just a little bit. Thank goodness I use that wax paper, right? Because I'm moving things around still, but that's okay. And I think I'm going to double check this again. Did I get the spacing? Yeah, if I move the daily up a little bit, I think I'll have the spacing right. And then I can move the 2016 up right. I'm very excited about this. I'll tell you, as long as we're just kind of hanging out here together. And I think I just realized something. I think the eyes in this set had the dots in them. Yeah. Okay. So let's move this over and up a little bit. I think I'm going to go back to my wax paper here because I'm moving this around too much, and I'm afraid that the letters aren't going to be very sticky, and I'm going to make a mess out of the doily if I keep moving them. Now, one of the things I'm going to do here, instead of daily bouncing up and down, not quite sure if I like that in there or not. I think I don't. so I'm going to take it out. You can bounce those letters up and down, but because this is a cover and I think it's a little bit more formal, I'm not going to do that. What I think I'm going to do here is just use this bottom line here, and that's how I will put them on there. So let's get this A on because that is the biggest letter. And I started to tell you I made these killer potatoes for mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving today. That's part of what you get when you're when I'm going real time. They're potato, you know, just regular baked or regular boiled potatoes, and I riced them for the first time, which made a really beautiful smooth potato. If you like that, sometimes I like them chunky, sometimes I like them smooth. Today I was into the smooth. And then you add 8 ounces of sour cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then 8 ounces of Parmesan grated. Well, I used shredded Parmesan, but oh my gosh, they are so good. Because of course I had to taste them to make sure they tasted okay as I was, and then salt and pepper. And I realized later that they said to cook it in chicken broth. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't because I think it would have been too much. They're already plenty rich, but oh, I can hardly wait to have those. For me, I really think that all I would need to eat for Thanksgiving is the, I'd be perfectly happy if I only had potatoes, stuffing, a little bit of gravy for my potatoes, of course, and the pumpkin pie. Oh well, it is what it is. And I can keep moving these around. But I'm just trying to get that spacing right up there. I want, you know, I'm being a little crazy perfectionist about this, and really, I think it looks okay. I'm going to move this around here just a little bit, I think, over. Because I don't want it to look like I tried to completely center the title there. If I do that, it's never going to look right. Let's see, I'm liking this over a little bit more. These are the things we do. Minuscule amounts of movement to make my eye happy. So a lot of times when I would do something like this, I'm going to show you something in just a minute. This would bother me that the holiday is hanging out a little bit, but I'm really okay with that. And I think if I just leave it kind of like this, I'm good. I'm going to move this over one more time, and then I am going to be done. And I probably have a little bit more space at the top of the doily than I do at the bottom that I really wanted. But if this goes up much farther, it's not going to look right. Maybe the thing that's bothering me is maybe these do need to bounce a little bit. This D is so much smaller. I wonder how big is the B in this set? Because you can make a D out of a B pretty easily. The B is too much B-like. I really would have wished that this would have been a little bit bigger. Because it just looks kind of funny. But you know what? I think that's good. So there you have it. Like I said, I'll go back off camera and I'm going to glue the doily down a little bit better so it doesn't come up like this. But basically, my cover is done for my December daily, holiday daily. I'm really excited. I love the way this turned out. It's a little bit different than my buttons from last year, where I used actually funny, I used the journal thickers here as well too. And another doily, but this is probably like a 5.5-inch doily and just an old card. So anyway, that's it. Looking forward to bringing more videos to you. And like I said, go back to the prep video. I'm linked to my Pinterest board and my Flickr account as well, so that there's pictures of December daily pages in there from past years and that kind of stuff. So you can definitely take a look at that. I'll try to remember to link the this up, but I want to link Pinterest and my Flickr board, but no promises. I've got a few things to do before I go to dinner today. So anyway, hope you're all having a great holiday. I'm looking forward to sharing my holiday processes with you. Take care and have a great day. Bye.